This time, I saw it vividly. It had glowing, grimacing red eyes and a twisted smile that stretched impossibly wide, filled with long, sharp, yellowish teeth. Its neck was elongated, bending like a giraffe's, and its body was covered in some thick liquid, like a mixture of fresh blood, tar, and mud. It walked toward me, slowly. I was completely frozen, screaming inside my own head. All I could do was shut my eyes tight. The next thing I knew, I felt its hot, foul breath on my face. I opened my eyes. Its face was inches from mine. It let out a shriek so high-pitched and piercing that my vision blurred and everything went black. I woke up slumped in the same position I was in before I dozed off. The morning sun was streaming through the high windows. It was 6:00 a.m. I felt hollowed out, but relieved. It was just a nightmare layered on top of another one, the product of stress and exhaustion. I packed my bag, clocked out, and headed for the door. The security guard was waiting for me. He usually just waves, but today he had this pale, horrifying look on his face. "Hey," I said, my voice hoarse. "Can you come to the office?" he asked. He didn't wait for an answer. He escorted me to the small maintenance room and sat me in front of the CCTV monitors. "I was doing my nightly review," he said, his voice shaky. "I have to ask, what were you doing last night?" Confused, I just stared at him. He hit play. He fast-forwarded to around 3 a.m., right after I'd woken up from the bar fire dream. The footage showed me standing up from the periodical desk and walking to the history aisle. But it wasn't me. Not really. I was just standing there, staring at a wall for almost an hour. Then, in one abrupt, unnatural motion, my head turned 180 degrees to look directly at the camera. My eyes were glowing bright red in the night vision feed, and the camera clearly captured a wide, grimacing smile. I felt the blood drain from my face. I was about to be sick. I was asleep. I was dreaming. "I know," Frank said quietly, not looking at me. "That's not the part that scared me." He rewound the tape to 2:15 a.m., right when I thought I was having the first dream, the one about the bar fire. On the screen, I wasn't asleep. I was sitting at the front desk, perfectly still. I had taken a stack of overdue notice slips and a red pen from the cup. For 45 solid minutes, I was drawing. Frank zoomed the camera in as tight as it would go. It was grainy, but unmistakable. I had drawn the bar, the glass elevator broken on the ground floor, the figures, frozen and rigid, falling from the terrace. And, at the bottom, sketched with frantic overlapping lines, was the mountain of bodies. I've never worked a night shift again, but I can't get the images out of my head. Every single morning I grab my phone, my hand shaking, and I search the news, dreading the day I see that drawing in a photograph,